Hi, Sharon here with another video. Happy Taco Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a great day. All right, let's get right to the tea, shall we? I have rods too, so I might be doing some rods. First, I want to talk about Lisa Marie Presley. I haven't really even talked about her because I really didn't know what to say, but very sad. And I think her mom, a few years ago, it's being recorded on radio.com. A few years ago, her mom tried to get her into a drug rehab with Scientology, like into one of their programs. And on Tuesday, her last day she was here, she was extremely frail, but she did look trashed. She looked really, really high, or really up in the clouds, or so to speak. She did, and she was very, very frail. You could see how skinny she was. So I think that, ever since her son passed away, she had been struggling. And her twin daughters don't want to go back to the house. And now they're talking custody battle. And now they're also talking, TMZ has been reporting that basically Lisa Marie, her estate and everything, doesn't have money. So pretty much all they have is Graceland. So they used to make $10 million off Graceland, but they're probably gonna have to do a lot of advertising for it and stuff. Get it back into, maybe incorporate her into it as well, and her mom, but that's all that has left of I think when her father died, she inherited like $100 million. So she is with Scientology too, and they do want so much money from the stars, from what I understand. And Leah Remedy and her were dear friends when they were in Scientology together. And they never mended fences, but she tried to talk Lisa Marie out of Scientology. I don't know if she tried to have her to join her cause. That would have definitely been huge. So they haven't talked or been friends for years, but Lisa Remedy, or I don't know if I'm saying her name right, from King of Queens, is speaking out, just saying that she always was fond for her, and that, a lot of the people that were there, she was just great friends with her. And also, John Travolta was one of the first people to speak out about Lisa Marie. Him and her family were extremely close. And when he lost his son, she gave him so much support. And then when she lost her son, vice versa. So, and her son unalived himself about in 2000, I think it was. 27 years old, very, 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 very sad, very sad. And they said it tore her heart apart, and ever since then, allegedly, she has been, off and on, just self-medicating, so the pain doesn't hurt as much. There's no harder loss than a loss of a child. And now Priscilla has to go through that. So our prayers are with Priscilla, definitely with Priscilla. It's a very sad time. She's very young, but I don't think it was a secret she's sick, because she didn't look good. She didn't look good. But let's just keep the family in our prayers. Always keep us in our prayers. Another person I want to talk about, I do a lot of YouTube, and I'm into the bloggers, and I like a blogger by the name of Tasha K. And I also like Armand Wiggins. There's a few bloggers that are not bad. But anyways, Jaguar Wright is a blogger that came on the scene, I guess, a few years ago, and she came storming. She just was here saying all kinds of things about all kinds of people, and it was nowhere to be trouble, to be honest with you. And I don't know if you're familiar with Nature Boy, but one of Nature Boy's leaders and that, it's like a cult almost. Nature Boy's in jail for allegedly raping someone. So there's another gentleman, I don't know what his name is, but he has influenced her in the last year or so. And I guess a few days ago, she had an incident with her husband, Her husband said he was afraid she was going to kill him. She just went a psychotic break. Like, started screaming. There's all kinds of video all over the place. She's had a reported history of mental illness, schizophrenia, allegedly, and allegedly so did her father. Like, it's in her family. And, like, Tasha K had talked to most of her family, and they said that they've been dealing with this kind of thing from her for 30 years. Also, Jaguar Wright talks about how she travels from all different places and lives in all different places, and she just stays in her car in Dallas. So, and you know, she had all kinds of scandal to talk about, all kinds of people, whether it was Diddy, Jay-Z, Clive Davis, Mary J. Blige. She actually outed Mary J. Blige, and she outed that guy that sings Are You Ready? That young guy. But he actually is. And Mary J. Blige came out and said she has had relationships with women. So she doesn't, you know, she's like, it's about being happy. But she just went on. I couldn't believe the things she was saying. She was saying Whitney was killed. She was, I mean, just really conspiracy theories, allegations. Well, she went psycho the other day, and her son passed away years ago, and she took his ashes and she actually put them on her and then was throwing the ashes at people. That is so sad. So our prayers are with her. Prayers for Jaguar Wright, you know, to get the help she needs. She was actually, first she got arrested, and then from getting arrested, she ended up in a mental institution. So hopefully she's in the right place to get the right help she needs. Definitely. So we're coming up on the Super Bowl, which is pretty good. There's a lot of stuff about Joe Biden. Oh my God. Joe Biden. And all I have to say is politics is crazy. Everything's crazy, isn't it really? I'm on radar.com, and just on radar.com looking at a few things. So Naomi Judd left a brutal suicide note trashing daughter Wynonna, and claims she's mentally ill and banned her from the funeral. Oh, that's sad. So they're saying that Naomi Judd, who had a lot of mental illness and who did unlive herself, has Radar Online is reporting that she banned her for, you know, and she was sick. She was sick. And, you know, they're suddenly coming out with that. That was a while ago. Seriously. I mean, it really was a while ago. Andy Dick was arrested. He always, and he was intoxication. He needs to just go away. And he's a sex offender. So he didn't report, and this is all on radar.com. You know, that Brian Kohlberger that is the suspect for the Idaho murders, there's something not right about him in the eyes. Here's my question for that, because I do like crime. Could somebody kill 4 people in 10 minutes? Because that's the timeline for him. Did he have an accomplice? It's being reported when he first was arrested, he said, did you arrest anybody else? And there recently was shootings at Washington University where he went to school, and there was somebody found guilty. So, or I don't know if they found guilty, or there's a guy who did it up there, and they think that he might have, are they connected? We will find out. But we're not going to find out stuff from him for months and months, because he's going to have a preliminary hearing in June. That's not even the trial. So I think that case is going to do a lot of different turns. I really do. I seriously think it's going to do some major turns. Okay, so Alex Jones is telling everybody he has less than $12 million in assets, and it's impossible for him to pay the judgment of $1 billion. That's the idea. They're trying to keep you broke for life, dude, because what you did was wrong. Andy Cohen squirms as Chris Wallace grills him about supporting Jen Shah after she pleaded guilty to her telemarketing scheme. I didn't know it was a telemarketing scheme. I thought it was about purses. Illegal stolen property. Maybe that's what the whole thing was about. Today the Chrisleys go to jail. Todd and like nobody's really saying anything about them. They could report to jail. Like, what time do they report? Here, let's go to reality TV on radar.com. Oh, here it is. Todd and Julie Chris. Okay, so yesterday they were spotted out yesterday having dinner, just doing chores. So they're getting ready. And I'm okay. In the federal case, there is no parole. And in the federal case, you have to do 85% of your time. So she'll have to do 5 years. Julie will have to do 5 years. And Todd will have to do 10. No, and then no exception. The only thing is, somebody could come and pardon them. You never know. Or in the appeals case, they could actually, it could definitely be overturned. But it's only going to be overturned, from what I saw, if there was a mistake in the any of the court documents. Say, for instance, they did a wrong code. There's a lot of compliance in courts. So I actually went years and years and years and years and years and years ago. I got a ticket for speeding, and the police and I went to fight it. It was in Delaware that I got the ticket, and in Delaware at the time, you had to go to all the court dates. You had to be there. You had to go to the court dates. You always had to go to the court dates, right? So I went to the court date, and the cop didn't show up. But not only did the cop not show up, he wrote the wrong code. And the judge threw it out. So I'm not saying that's the case here. I'm sure they're extremely careful, and they probably have quality assurance checks and everything all over the place. But definitely, they're going for sure. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know that they stole, and they actually stole from, if you think about it, they stole from taxpayers, and it's a pretty clad case. I just feel sad that I like them. I like their show. I think they're hysterical. I really do. I think Todd's hysterical. I really do. I love the way they banter back with each other and kind of, when they do it with their mom and the sons. And then I think Todd, even though, some reports allegedly say that he's actually really like that. That's not fake for humor, but I think they're lying. I feel sad that he's going to jail today. I'm just really sad about that for some reason. We'll see what happens there. Let's see what happens. They did do a plea to, or they I don't know how you say it. They did a motion to be on bond for the appeal process, and that almost never happens in federal court, because I'm working on my eyebrows. I always do them too dark, and it's really hard, and I actually did them with a stencil, and I'm still working on them. Eyebrows are very hard. This is actually a stencil I put on, and I go, nye, 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 nye. Did you ever see that ad for that? It's good, but it's always so dark. But I have a eyebrow palette which has a lighter color on it, and I mix it with it, so it does help me a little bit. I just started to do it, so it looks a little better. Like, you'll see some of my videos where my eyebrows look a hot mess, and I'm not denying they don't look a hot mess. But yeah, so there's a lot going on in the world, really, truthfully. But I mean, who knows? They might get off. They might get off. You never know. With, you just don't know. And I feel sorry for the Judds. Oh, Jeremy Renner, he's with his family at home as he recovers. Oh my God, he's home. Now, did he lose any limbs? I hate to say that, but I guess Rider 52. So he's at home. He's outside of my brain fog. So he's actually Renner. Yeah, he looks, wow. He is so lucky. They're not saying any. Oh, geez, look, that's from my green. That was on my hand. I guess I didn't wipe my hand. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So he's doing. That was on my hand. Sorry about that. I get some hand sanitizer. I just washed my face with hand sanitizer. That's not the greatest. I'm having to moisturize now. But anyways, oh look, there's some green over here too. That's from I used green eyeshadow to outline. I took the thing and did a little green. That's eyeshadow. It's not eyeliner. Okay, so let's do rods. We're going to ask the rods if Todd Chrisley would do 10 years. We are grounded and protected by Michael the Archangel. Spirit, are you here with us? Yes. Spirit, will Todd Chrisley do 10 years in prison? No. Spirit, hold on. Spirit, will Todd Chrisley do 10 years in prison? No. No. Will Todd Chrisley do 5 years in prison? No. Will Todd Chrisley get off in appeals? Yes. Well, then it's about Julie. Will Julie Chrisley get off in appeals? Yes. Spirit, will Julie Chrisley do more than a year in prison? No. All right, so you heard it right here. These rods are saying that, and they're just copper rods, spirit rods, I use them all the time, are saying that they are going to win the appeal. All right, so now we got to get some cards. We got to get some cards here. All right. All right, I have two. These are two Raymond Gussman. Yeah. He's actually Raymond Gooseman. I'm sorry, Raymond Gooseman. These are, one of the cards are Guiding Heart Oracle cards, and the other one is Starseed Footsteps. So we're going to do the Starseed Footsteps. You're grounded and protected. You're Michael the Archangel. Spirit, will Todd Chrisley do 10 years in prison? Financial struggles. Well, that's, hello, we know that, but that's not answering it. Spirit, will Todd, I'll just ask about Todd Chrisley. Todd Chrisley. Todd Chrisley. Todd Chrisley. Todd Chrisley. Careful with decisions. Stop. Todd Chrisley. Spirit. New love. All right, let's ask about Julie Christie. So let's put these ones back. This is for Julie Chrisley. Just Spirit, give us a card for Julie Chrisley. We'll let Spirit decide. I'm not going to ask a question. This is for Julie Chrisley. Two choices. Two choices for Julie. Julie Chrisley. We're going to give another card. I'm just going to ask a basic question for Todd. Julie Chrisley. travel. Unless she's traveling in her mind. I don't know where she's traveling, Spirit. This deck isn't really in sync, is it? New job. Yeah. Making license plates. Ooh! All right, let's do a collective reading for everybody here. And once I hit 1,000, I think I'll do cards. I think I'm going to do cards. I have a ton of cards. All right, I'm going to do, this is called, besides that card, I'm going to do that too. But this thing is called Talking to Heaven. So if anybody out there is looking at this video and you've lost someone, this is for you. This is from them, okay? This is a message from them. Oop, there went the rods. Here's the message from them, okay? I don't read the books. I don't. I just go with what it's read. And okay, this is for everybody out there that's lost someone. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry your heart aches. You're in my prayers to get better. But also to realize that there is no death. To realize they just turn into a spirit. To realize they are just a click away. A click away. Oh my gosh. Tears cleanse the soul. I always love that card. I love that card. I got that card when my dog died a few months ago. I had to put him down. I was very, very upset. And this deck helped me so much. So again, this is for anybody that's lost anybody. My mind is free. My mind is free. These are from James Van Prague, Talking from Heaven. Very, very good cards. Very good cards. And we'll do one more. Remember me by the happy memories we created. So I hope that helps you. Anybody out there that's struggling. I also am going on TikTok, and I'm going to start to do cards on TikTok too. Because I love cards. And a lot of people, but I'm going to do rods too. I want to do rods. I love rods. I actually love rods. Probably the best. Rods are my favorite. I really would like to try tea leaves, but I don't know how to read them. I don't know how to read them. And I do spirit cards. I don't do tarot. I do know how to do tarot, but I don't know. Tarot doesn't really, it doesn't, you know how sometimes you just click with things and I don't really click with tarot, but I don't mind it. I'll do it if somebody wants me to do it. But I want to ask a question about Joe Biden. Spirit, will Joe Biden run for president again? No. Oh, yes. Let's ask it again. Spirit, will Joe Biden run for president again? Yes. I'm wondering because of all those documents and stuff. I think we need new blood. No Trump, no Biden. Let's get somebody else. Younger. I mean, no offense to their age or anything like that, but I just think we need to get some new blood in there, right? Shake it up. All right, so like, follow, share, subscribe to me. I have to say that. I forgot. This is YouTube, and it's a longer video. So, and definitely look out for me on YouTube. So I'll talk to you soon.